Nuggets can finally call themselves NBA champions.
Denver Nuggets. You now know the name of the new NBA champions. But do you even know the story behind this great team of underdogs?
Now you are an NBA champion, Nikola. How does that feel?
It's good. It's good.
Their story is packed with sheer resilience, determination, and hard work. Today, I'll tell you the incredible journey behind their first NBA championship in 47 years. The Finals MVP, Nikola Jokic's journey, is the perfect example to start with. Once labeled a liability for his team, Nikola Jokić has now become arguably one of the best players in the NBA, often called the Tom Brady of basketball. From critics to fans, almost everyone agrees that Jokić is on his way to the NBA Hall of Fame in the future. Jokić was born in 1995 in a small town in northern Serbia. He grew up with two older brothers, both of whom are more than a decade older than him. His love for basketball started when he saw his brothers playing the game. But, interestingly enough, Jokić never took himself and his talents seriously. Just listen to the unbelievable story of his NBA draft.
Up top, Jokić, shot clock winding down, knocks down the three.
On the day of the announcement, Jokić was neither in the US nor even watching the live transmission. He was sleeping peacefully in his comfortable bed back home in Serbia when suddenly his brother called him, screaming that he had been drafted. But all he replied was, "Come on, man, I'm sleeping," before hanging up. His brothers certainly knew how big of a deal it was for them. Jokić was selected by the Denver Nuggets as their 41st overall pick in the 2014 NBA Draft.
With the 41st pick in the 2014 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Nikola Jokić from Sombor, Serbia.
But Jokić himself said that he couldn't imagine playing in the NBA for more than a couple of years before heading back to Europe. So, how did he turn from a throwaway pick to an undisputed legend? Well, to begin with, Jokic's style is very different. When he started playing, the critics said that he lacked the traditional traits of athleticism. He was neither very quick nor a great jumper. His defensive liabilities were so great that the idea of him becoming one of the greatest in NBA history was simply ludicrous to some people. But there was one thing nobody paid attention to. The biggest gift that Nikola Jokić brought to the court was his basketball IQ. He understood the game better than any of his peers. He has the ability to make remarkably fast, accurate, and consistent decisions. And on top of that, Jokić is a master at passing and shooting the round ball across the court in the most amazing of ways.
Wow. By Nikola Jokić!
Regardless of all that, Jokić showed immense promise and potential for growth. Nikola Jokić was neither an overnight success nor an inborn talent. His incredible journey is a blend of intense training and unshakable confidence in himself. Not to mention, it took him years to attain the well-defined physique that he now carries.
Reed has it poked out. Jokić has it behind the back. Goodness gracious.
In 2018, Jokić played his first season ever as a full-time starter. And for the first time, Jokić showed that he had been waiting for the right moment to showcase his basketball prowess. And that is when the basketball world realized that they were experiencing something huge in the making. Jokić proved not only his offensive scoring abilities, but also an exceptional ability to find the open man when he commanded a double team.
Rebound Jokić, baseball pass, Murray with a layup.
Jokić turned out to be an all-in-one package. Then, Jokić kicked off the 2020-21 season with fervor and experience. He was even awarded the most valuable player of the season 2 years in a row. Jokić continued his unbelievable form throughout the 2022-23 season, leading his team to the NBA Finals. During the NBA Finals, Nikola Jokić absolutely owned the Miami Heat. He joined LeBron James and Larry Bird as the only players in NBA history to put up at least 500 points, 200 rebounds, and 150 assists in a single postseason run, and finally led his team to a monumental triumph that the world had been waiting earnestly for 47 years. He was unanimously voted the Finals MVP and celebrated the greatest feather in his cap with his beautiful family.
This building right now.
Just the joy for the Jokić family.
Though it might be a little early to compare him to the likes of LeBron James, it will not be an exaggeration to say that without a doubt, the world is experiencing a legend in the making. Another key contributor to the Nuggets' final victory was Jamal Murray. Born to Syrian and Jamaican parents in 1997, Jamal Murray first caught the attention of the world when he debuted in the NBA for the Denver Nuggets, being the 7th overall pick. Jamal's father, who was also an athlete, put Jamal through basketball drills and kung fu exercises. At age 6, he started playing in leagues for 10-year-olds. By 12 or 13, he started playing pickup games against top high school and college players. Murray was even named MVP of the 2015 BioSteel All-Canadian basketball game, which includes the top high school players in Canada. Jamal would shoot countless shots with his father no matter the conditions, whether it was snowing or ice on the ground. And if he missed the shot, he would have to run 100 meters up the hill. Over time, he cultivated mental focus and by age 13 was playing pickup games against high school and college players. It was the kung fu discipline and meditation taught by his father that would help him keep his calm in nerve-wracking matches in the years to come. Roger instilled the confidence and relentlessness of his own idol Bruce Lee into Jamal. His father even disconnected the family's cable television and did not buy his son a cell phone so that Jamal could focus completely on basketball. Murray's start in the NBA was a little shaky. He struggled a bit, and it took him 5 games to score his first shot, but once he got the ball rolling, nothing could stop him.
Jamal Murray taking him to the schoolyard.
He scored more than 20 points 8 times and finished his season being named to the NBA All-Rookie Second Team. Shortly after, the NBA universe became entranced by the unbelievable all-around point guard that he turned out to be. It quickly dawned on everyone how talented he was and how dominant he could be on the court. From his smoothness to his crazy tenacious athleticism, he's a player now known for his winning attitude. And that was not it for Jamal Murray. He continued improving his game and led his team as far as the second round in his very first playoffs. But things took an unfortunate turn for Jamal. In April 2021, during a game against the Golden State Warriors, he suffered a devastating knee injury.
To go. Murray. And Murray's down and hurt. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jamal Murray is in massive pain.
To make things worse for the fans, his team announced that Murray would be out indefinitely. Murray, however, was in no mood to give up. After an absence of 18 long months, Murray made the greatest comeback ever. After Denver's first game against Utah, Murray gave back-to-back game-winning performances and even broke a record.
Murray got into Gobert's chest and made the shot.
He became the all-time leader in three-pointers made in the history of the Denver Nuggets.
Murray, another three-pointer.
It's good! Jamal Murray, red hot! Bang!
Then came the most important day in the history of the Denver Nuggets. The NBA Finals. Teaming up with Nikola Jokić, the pair became only the second ever to score 25 points and 10 assists each in an NBA Finals game since 1987. But breaking records is not the only thing Jamal was looking forward to. His biggest aim was to win the first title ever for his team, to change the course of history for the Denver Nuggets, to rewrite the history of the NBA forever. He did all of those things. Michael Porter Jr. is yet another example of unwavering determination and resilience. Born to basketball-playing parents, Michael Porter Jr.'s journey began early on in his life, just like his teammate Jamal Murray. It didn't take long for him to become one of the most sought-after prospects in the entire country. He was consistently the best player on his team in school life. His friends even gave him the title of the next Kevin Durant. As time passed, Michael Porter Jr. kept growing as a player. He even got the opportunity of being coached by the great Brandon Roy. Towards the end of his high school career, Porter won unanimous awards including the Mr.Basketball title from the WIBCA. But destiny had something else in store for him. Skillful as he was yet to be tested for his resilience against adversity. In the first half of the season opener against Iowa State, Michael got injured and was expected to miss the remainder of the 2017-2018 season because the injury required surgery. After the surgery, however, he was cleared to practice again. Being a strong prospect was a plus point that definitely helped him getting picked at number 14 overall in the NBA draft in 2018. But the team did not look forward to him playing the season as his back was still not in very good shape. As a result, Porter Jr. had his second back surgery, which eliminated any chance of him playing in the season. In October 2019, Michael finally made his long-awaited NBA debut. All the countless hours he had put into rehab to recover his back and leg strength had finally started to pay off.
Missouri, number 1, Michael Porter Jr.
While coming off the bench, he put up 15 points and 4 rebounds. Although Denver lost that game, Michael got the momentum that he so desperately wanted to attain. In December, he made his first NBA career start and scored 19 points with 6 rebounds. But that was until November 2021, when his agent announced that he would miss the remainder of the season as he was going to have a third back surgery. It seemed like life was still not done testing Michael Porter Jr.'s toughness. But as history would show it, Michael had all but lost hope. Coming back after 3 major surgeries in a span of 5 years, Michael really started to put things together. He was back at it and even better. Porter continued shooting the basketball with his masterful precision and made himself an irreplaceable asset for the team despite all the setbacks.
Michael Porter Jr.
And all of these incredible stories of determination, resilience, and hard work found their climax in last week's final showdown, the most important game, the NBA Finals. The game had us all on the edge of our seats. In the final 2 minutes of the game, there were multiple fouls. Both teams were tied at 88. The drama just kept escalating.
Rebound, Brown banks it home!
Until finally, the Nuggets snatched the game away from the Miami Heat by a nail-biting 94-89 victory.
There it is, three-pointer. Won't go. Rebound, Caldwell Pope. At last, the long wait is over. After 47 years, the Denver Nuggets can finally call themselves NBA champions.
Nikola Jokić, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Contavious Caldwell-Pope. In fact, every single member of the Denver Nuggets showed the world that they powered through all the adversities and no challenge in life or in the game could break their morale. The Nuggets outscored the Heat by 13.6 points in the paint per game in the finals, the highest difference for any finals series in the last 23 years. Even Josh Kroenke, the president of the Nuggets, was beaming with joy.
Holding this thing feels pretty nice.
The team celebrated their long-coveted title and became the 2023 NBA champions after a terrific season of basketball.
We love you, Nuggets! We love you!
The heartwarming look of triumph on their faces looked totally well-deserved. Look at Jokic's wife celebrating her team's victory. Murray seems to have finally avenged himself for all his setbacks, and Porter stood tall in his final epic comeback. Denver and its team stood victorious.
We love you, Denver. This one is for you. Thank you, guys.